Welcome back to another Ironman progress video. If you did not watch the first one, what you missed was me introducing you to my accounts, gearing my Ironman up for the fight caves, and then watch me completely embarrass myself running short on supplies in the caves. Not once, but twice. Afterwards, to avoid further embarrassment, I decided to make it easier on myself and get a couple of upgrades before I return in a later video. And for one of those upgrades, I decided to give Burrows a shot and hope for any set of Fank legs. And in our first unique drop, we got the item I wanted the most, the Verox Blade Skirt. So within this video, we're going to shoot for another pair of upgrades for this account, with the first one being the Fighter Torso. We're going to start the video off with a trio of scalar levels as I get 83 farming, followed by 81 and 82 crafting, as I slowly stockpile herbs and creep closer to the level 90 crafting requirement to make a Fury Amulet. Most of my crafting at this point has been farming giant seaweed and mining sandstone. Even though it might be slightly slower than using the charter ships, I find it much more enjoyable than playing Shopscape. Coming in with Historic Kill number 15. I was blessed early on by getting my bottomless compost bucket on what I believe was 11 KC, where the drop rate is I think 1 out of 35. So now I only do it just for the specialty seeds that only he can offer. After putting it off forever, today's finally the day I decided to get the Fighter Torso. Unfortunately, in order to get the Fighter Torso, I have to play one of my least favorite minigames, Barbarian Assault. Finishing up the first game in only about 20 minutes. This won't be as bad as I thought. You know, now I remember exactly why I hate playing this minigame. It's not the actual minigame either. It's the people who decide to show up and either try to leech their way through or have no clue as to what they're doing. So I'm going to take to my soapbox and tell you people who come in here wasting everybody's time that this is 2019. There is no reason for you not to know how to look up video or a guide that shows you how to play this. Hell, to even play this, you need to go through a tutorial, a walkthrough of every role and how to beat this minigame. Also, if you finish 8 rounds, please stay until you beat the queen. I found that way too many people hit their needed points and bounce out like the rest of us are just here to support you. But with my public service announcement out of the way, let's get back to the positive vibes and check out my points gathered, as I should have finished collecting the necessary points for the Fighter Torso. For the Fighter Torso, you need 375 points of each role with at least 1 queen kill. We've barely got enough defender and hero points, and only 3 queen kills, unfortunately, but barely enough is still enough. Taking a look at the stats, the Rune Plate body does have the edge on defenses. However, what I'm looking for is more DPS, and the Fighter Torso's 4 melee strength bonus makes it my preferred option. Here we go with the second crafting level of the video, with 83 crafting coming in. Alright, I had a beginner clue in the bank. Let's go ahead, open it up, and see what we get. Wow. I expected nothing, and yet I am still disappointed. Ran out of logs for birdhouse runs, so went ahead and grabbed a few hundred more, and a woodcutting level while I was at it. While woodcutting, I grabbed a couple more clues, a hard and a beginner, so we'll go ahead and open the beginner first. Wow, okay, so we'll go ahead and open the hard instead. That's not bad. Go ahead and use these as outs. Nothing special in here, unfortunately. Here we go. I'm excited to finally start training Slayer again. I've already got a Fire Giants task from before. When I have more Slayer points in the future, I plan to block these as they offer low profit and low experience. But at least we've got the Bone Crusher with plenty of charges to get some prayer experience while we're here. And as expected, nothing interesting from the Fire Giants. So on with the next task. And Turoths. Not bad. I'll go ahead and keep that for now. We'll see what we get from it. Alright, so here's the first hard clue of the task. See what we get. Nothing useful, but we've got an Armadillo plate body. Guess that's cool. Have no use for it, but it's still a unique. 75 kills after my last kill. We've already got clue number 2. Let's go get that casket. Here's one of the most disappointing parts of being an Ironman. Leaving a clue behind. Stepping out for a moment after my failed clue to knock out my daily tree run and getting 84 farming in the process. Alright, so we got 3 clues from Turralls. Here's casket number 2 coming in. Nothing exciting here. Let's go ahead and get the next task. We're going to go ahead and skip that one. Cancel it for now. We'll keep that. Go ahead and unlock rewards. I'm going to go ahead and make the Slayer helm next. Alright, here we are. Just putting it together. Boom. Already making upgrades. Attack level coming in here in a second. There it is, 73 attack. Missed the clip, but here is 79 hit points. Alright, Cal Fight task complete. Let's go ahead and see what we get. And Blue Dragons. It's definitely a keeper. We need all the prayer experience that we can get on this account. Since I'll be ranging during the Blue Dragon task, I figure now will be as good a time as any to go ahead and get the Slayer helmet imbued. I need 1.25 million Nightmare Zone points, and since this will be my first time doing the Nightmare Zone on this account, I'm going to be going in with just 1 super attack and super strength until I get the overloads. But here are the bosses I'll be going in against, and I'll see you back when I have the points. Here's the 81 strength level I missed, and I'll go ahead and switch to attack, grab 75 attack, and go back to strength. Bouncing back and forth to my computer, I didn't want to waste GP going in and out of the Nightmare Zone, so I went ahead and did some crafting. And here's the 1 step closer to a Fury Amulet. And I guess I can go ahead and make Black Dragonhide bodies and Region bracelets now too at some point. A day later, we're done with the Nightmare Zone for now. At least, until we need to get something else imbued. It took a chunk of my cash, so we'll have to get back into Slayer soon. But for now, let's go ahead and get this thing imbued. And poof, there goes 1.25 million Nightmare Zone points. But now that we have the Slayer helmet imbued, we won't ever have to worry about that again. Oh, and don't forget to do your birdhouse runs. I've gotten my last 2 hunter levels from doing these alone. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here with the trio of fishing levels. It made for some nice AFK leveling and collecting resources while I took my main out to do some bossing and PKing on the weekend. And as always, if you made it to the end, thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you again in the next one.